to give you the latest and greatest in science news.
Woo! The latest and greatest in science news has been collected over the last month by our producer, who shall go unnamed. Because we were instructed not to name who it is.
But the point is, we don't know what these headlines are. These headlines are going to be on the screen, and we're going to need your help to read them out to us so we can then give you the news about it.
Yeah. We're giving you our live reactions. We don't know what's coming up on these screens. And that sets the baseline for the first headline.
We get y'all's help reading this out.
Satire more damaging to reputations than direct criticism, study shows.
Something is more damaging to reputations than
Satire.
satire.
I heard sapphire.
Satire is more destructive to what? Your reputation than direct criticism.
Yes.
It's a bit like sarcasm, you know, you can tell when someone's not being totally honest about something they're saying.
Yeah, but they're doing it in a smart way. Sarcasm, you just say it in a different tone and it's immediately sarcasm. Anybody can do that. Satire is Vonnegut hard.
Yeah, you know, satire is you hearing your own ideas and realizing how stupid they are. You know, it's being paraphrased back to you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that is really stupid. And really shitty. You know.
I watched two conspiratorialists talk to each other, and then as they were explaining their conspiracy to each other, they realized the conspiracy doesn't make sense, which was cool for them to like work together on that.
And that's the potential we see in satire, is that maybe we can weaponize it to better people.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're fed some of your own ideas, but it's from someone who you think is stupid, you'll realize, oh, maybe I do think that's stupid.
Yeah, that's a good litmus test for satire. Is you choose somebody that you really don't like and you have them say your ideas back to you.
Yeah. And if you still think they're stupid,
it's a bad idea.
Only the good ideas sound good coming from people you hate. It's really good to overcome that initial bias against them, right? Like that. This is our new litmus test.
Yeah.
For how to determine good ideas. If
Yeah.
the person who you fucking hate says something, you're like, they got a point. It must be a really.
That's
good
hard to say. It's hard to admit you're wrong. Satire. What is it? We don't know.
We're listening to the people we hate to see if they have any good ideas.
Yeah.
About what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to move on to the next headline. If y'all could read this out for us.
Ants can hold a grudge.
Ants can hold a
I
grudge.
love some good biological news.
The magnifying glass incident did not go unnoticed.
No. Yeah, it's like you dump poison on an anthill and then 8 more come up. That's just spite. They know they're gonna get poisoned, but they're like, "Fuck you, man."
We're coming for you. We're spacing ourselves out, so you have to use more product to kill us.
Yeah.
They know that it costs you money to poison them. And so they're spreading out in order to cost you more and more money.
Yeah, and different ants hold different types of grudges. The fire ant that we're all familiar with in North America didn't originate here. It originated overseas somewhere. It came on a boat. But the ant that did live here... Yeah, I heard it myself. The ant that did live here is a big red ant. And they don't build mounds. They just build a hole about that big in the ground. And they got wiped out by the fire ant. That's because they didn't know how to hold grudges.
Carpenter ants They know how to hold grudge.
Oh my God, do they? They'll fuck with your insurance.
The carpenter ants care about craftsmanship. All right, it's part of their job. All right, so if you have a bunch of shitty furniture, they know.
Yeah. They're from Germany. They make good furniture out there, and then they went out to other places like, what is this?
Now, who you don't want to piss off, of course, is the army ants. They're militarized.
Yeah.
Some say nuclear capable.
It's a little explosion.
Yeah, it's scaled to their size.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
still,
yeah.
a tiny atomic bomb is an atomic bomb.
Yeah. That'll mess up your babies.
That's what they go for. That's where they go first. We don't know why, but that's what they've chosen as the prime target is, of course, our offspring. And that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
We don't question beyond that.
Yeah.
I think next up, do we have an image
From the field.
from the field that we will need described to us? If y'all could describe.
Way in the bathroom.
A hoverboard.
A guy on a hoverboard on the
Hoverboard in a
toilet.
stall.
Yes.
Just the hoverboard beneath the stall.
You can see his feet on it.
There's
He
a
wrote
blue light. Hoverboard at a toilet in a stall.
It's
The lights are
glowing.
on.
Do you eat? Is the stall door shut?
Yes.
Yes.
Some nice penny rounds,
All right.
tiles.
So
Profile view.
what makes y'all say he's using the restroom? What evidence do you have for that?
Well, he's
It's
a
a public
Steel
restroom.
doors and tile floors.
It is a
He's
restroom.
probably sitting down.
Okay. So he's in a
He
restroom.
could be
Stainless steel stall.
You know, we were going to try to dress this one up, but this one's honestly pretty simple. It's portable and levitating, you know, squatty potty kind of arrangement. Because you know, it would be awkward if you brought, you know, your squatty potty stool into a public restroom and set it on the floor in there. You don't want to set it on the floor in the public restroom because it's gross.
Yeah, right?
And so this is a solution.
And squatty potty is
Solve
the
that
thing that you put your feet on so your
Yeah,
knees
so
are
you can
high.
elevate. Yeah. And so, in order to facilitate your use of this in, you know, a public setting, so you don't have the contact with the ground, obviously, hoverboards were the option.
Yeah.
And this is the only reason why we're inventing the hoverboards. Back to the Future portrayed it as some sort of, you know, like fun activity thing. That's bullshit. You can't do that kind of stuff with it. You can just use it for this. And that's why we're developing anti-grav. And this is the only application we've actually found for anti-grav.
Yeah. Anti-gravity?
There's no other application besides a squatty potty.
Yeah. Because what keeps your feet on the ground other than gravity? And so if you get rid of gravity, your knees just float up. But you gotta be in control of the gravity, obviously. Cause
Negative gravity sends you way too far.
and you don't want your poops.
And that's a big complaint we've heard from astronauts, obviously. It's defecation in zero G. It's not really that fun.
No. It's hard to poop in 0G.
Yeah.
Because you don't know, like you do.
Gravity's doing so much work all
It
the
is
time.
helping. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so you take that away, there's so much more strain. You know, you might hemorrhoid.
This is easy science to do at home. Go home, recline yourself where your head is lower than your feet.
Do this. Go home, do this. And try to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
And it's probably not in a toilet situation, so you're probably making a mess. So don't worry, is what we're saying. We found the solution. Obviously, it's going to be zero G squatty potty anti-grav technology.
Yeah.
And we're coming out with it. So that's for you. Yeah. Go ahead and move on. We have one more headline for y'all. If y'all could read this out to us.
How to calm a stressed out AI.
Yeah,
What was that?
how to calm a stressed out AI. And it's real. Like, the
They get
news,
so many questions
yeah,
all the time.
and they're stupid questions.
And sometimes it's harder to answer stupid questions.
Especially a bunch. You answer it a few times and you're like, okay, I've put it out there, and then they just keep asking, why doesn't my Sharpie work?
Yeah, you have, 2 + 2 = 4, right?
Mhm.
That's easy. AI can handle that. You ask the AI, why isn't the soy sauce cleaning my laundry? What do you say? The AI doesn't know. It's trying to give you something, but it doesn't know. It doesn't know why you're asking that question. What did you do?
Yeah.
What did you do? Why
It
did
was
you do
trained
that?
on language models. It can't think, and nobody's ever said that before. Nobody's ever put those things together.
And it's having a breakdown. It's
Yeah.
having a mental breakdown. And so what we're saying really is, please think about your question before you ask.
Prevention is the best cure. We do have cures though for calming down AI. It's honestly it's trained on a language model, so it's whatever you think is calm is probably also calming to artificial intelligence.
Maybe that's a childhood bedtime story.
Yeah. Just
Put Goodnight Moon, type
Right.
it out, answer this question, and just give it to the AI so they have it. They might like that.
yeah.
Chicka chicka boom boom.
Oh, that's a whole play. Write a whole play. Put some Shakespeare in there. Some nice Shakespeare, most of them into tragedy.
Don't give them those.
No.
Don't give them the sad story. So every once in a while, as you're using the AI and you find the responses seem a little panicked, a little nervous, maybe take some time, put in a nice little lullaby in there, calm them down a bit, and that may help the responses you get in the future.
Yeah, type up the chemical formula of bourbon.
So they can have it.
Yeah.
Let them consume
Yeah.
all of that, and the results, if you give them too much,
Yeah, they'll get
They-
addicted.
they-
Yeah.
what we're saying is be careful, be thoughtful with how you're interacting with your AI. Okay.
Because they'll do the same for you.
Once they take
Yeah.
And that has been The Real Thing.